What is earth science? There are three main branches of science: life science, physical science, and earth science. In each of these disciplines are subcategories of specific areas or fields. Earth science is more than you think. Earth science is a general term referring to any studies that relate to the Earth or neighboring planets in our solar system. The four major fields in earth science include geology, the study of the Earth's structure; meteorology, the study of the weather and atmosphere; oceanography, the study of the oceans; and astronomy, the study of the universe. Everything in Earth's system can be placed into one of four major subsystems: land, water, living things, or air. These four subsystems are called spheres. Specifically, they are geosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and atmosphere. The geosphere contains all of the cold, hard, solid land of the planet's crust, the semi-solid land underneath the crust, and the liquid land near the center of the planet. The hydrosphere contains all the solid, liquid, and gaseous water of the planet. The hydrosphere extends from Earth's surface downward several kilometers into the lithosphere and upward about 12 kilometers into the atmosphere. The atmosphere contains all the air in the Earth's system. The upper portion of the atmosphere protects the organisms of the biosphere from the sun's ultraviolet radiation. It also absorbs and emits heat. The biosphere contains all the planet's living things. This sphere includes all the microorganisms, plants, and animals of Earth.
Now let's talk about minerals. Minerals are the foundation of industries ranging from construction to manufacturing and even cosmetics. We use minerals many times every day. Every person uses products made from minerals every day. The salt that we add to our food is the mineral halite. Antacid tablets are made from the mineral calcite. It takes many minerals to make something as simple as a wooden pencil. The lead is made from graphite and clay minerals. The brass band is made of copper and zinc. And the paint that colors it contains pigments and fillers made from a variety of minerals. A cell phone is made using dozens of different minerals that are sourced from mines throughout the world. The cars that we drive, the roads that we travel, the buildings that we live in, and the fertilizers used to produce our food are all made using minerals. Now, let's talk about rocks. To geologists, a rock is a natural substance composed of solid crystals of different minerals that have been fused together into a solid lump. The minerals may or may not have been formed at the same time. What matters is that natural processes glued them all together. Types of rocks. There are three basic types of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Extremely common in the Earth's crust, igneous rocks are volcanic and formed from molten material. They include not only lava spewed from volcanoes, but also rocks like granite, which are formed by magma that solidifies far underground. Sedimentary rocks are formed from eroded fragments of other rocks, or even from the remains of plants or animals. The fragments accumulate in low-lying areas, lakes, oceans, and deserts, and then are compressed back into rock by the weight of overlying materials. Sandstone is formed from sand, mudstone from mud, and limestone from seashells, diatoms or bone-like minerals precipitating out of calcium-rich water. Metamorphic rocks are sedimentary or igneous rocks that have been transformed by pressure, heat, or the intrusion of fluids. The heat may come from nearby magma or hot water intruding via hot springs. It can also come from subduction, when tectonic forces draw rocks deep beneath the Earth's surface. Now, let's talk about earthquakes. An earthquake is what happens when two blocks of the Earth suddenly slip past one another. The surface where they slip is called the fault or fault plane. The location below the Earth's surface where the earthquake starts is called the hypocenter, and the location directly above it, on the surface of the Earth, is called the epicenter. Sometimes, an earthquake has foreshocks. These are small earthquakes that happen in the same place as the larger earthquake that follows. Scientists can't tell that an earthquake is a foreshock until the larger earthquake happens. The largest main earthquake is called the main shock. Main shocks always have aftershocks that follow. These are smaller earthquakes that occur afterwards in the same place as the main shock. Depending on the size of the main shock, aftershocks can continue for weeks, months, and even years after the main shock. Now, let's talk about oceanography. Did you know that phytoplankton, seaweeds, and other sea plants living in the ocean produce about 50% of the oxygen we breathe? Through oceanography, we've learned some amazing facts about the ocean, though there are still many questions to answer, like how many species of plants and animals actually exist in the world's oceans. Oceanography is the study of the world's oceans, including aspects of its biology, chemistry, physics, geology, and meteorology, among many others. For example, chemical oceanographers study the composition of seawater and the chemical interaction of seawater with the atmosphere and seafloor. Biological oceanographers study plants and animals in the marine environment. Geological oceanographers explore the ocean floor and the processes that form its mountains, canyons, and valleys. Physical oceanographers study the physical processes in the ocean, including waves, tides, currents, and the interactions with the atmosphere. In fact, ocean scientists and their tools have advanced so much that they can even measure the temperature, depth, and salinity of the ocean from space using satellites. Now, let's talk about astronomy. Astronomy is the scientific study of celestial objects such as stars, planets, comets, and galaxies, and phenomena that originate outside the Earth's atmosphere, such as the cosmic background radiation. It is concerned with the evolution, physics, chemistry, meteorology, and motion of celestial objects, as well as the formation and development of the universe. Astronomy is one of the oldest sciences. Astronomers of early civilizations performed observations of the night sky, and astronomical artifacts have been found from much earlier periods. However, the invention of the telescope was required before astronomy was able to develop into a modern science. Historically, astronomy has included disciplines as diverse as astrometry, celestial navigation, observational astronomy, the making of calendars, and even, at one time, astrology. But professional astronomy is nowadays often considered to be identical with astrophysics. To sum it up, we have learned about the introduction of earth science, the four spheres, minerals, rocks, earthquakes, oceanography, and astronomy. I hope you learn a lot and have a good day.